One of the biggest problems, if not the biggest underlying problem for all our failures, is that people place too much importance on the success of what they're doing. Placing too much importance on the success of their business, placing too much importance on their grades, on losing weight, on gaining muscle, on going out with their crush. And the problem is when that happens, when you place too much importance on an outcome, too much importance on an activity, balancing forces of the universe will get in your way. Or more concretely, you will get in your own way. Because the way you will feel about those things is different than if you would hold them at a lesser importance, at a justified level of importance. Because to be honest, and you'll be able to be honest with yourself at this point, the importance of going out with your crush isn't really that important. It would be nice, but your life's not over if you don't. Getting a good grade is nice, passing your year is nice, but your life's not over if you don't. But still, you treat it like if your life would be over if you don't, because so much of your value depends on these things. It's just making you feel like your life is constantly at stake. And this pedestal that you put those things on, this importance that you place on those things, makes you fail. And the reason why is you can compare it to, say you would be balancing on top of a board that's like 10 centimeters high. That's not that scary as if you would be balancing on the same board, same distance, same length, same everything, except that suddenly it's 10 meters high or 100 meters high. And the height is just a metaphor for the importance of the task. And you all know that if you would be balancing on top of a board or on top of a slack line that's 100 meters tall, you'll be holding it for way more important, because then your life is really over. And it's the same feeling. And you'll feel how somehow you're just a lot more uneasy. You're less concentrated, you're more distracted. You feel like your life could end at any moment. And the likeliness of you failing that is also higher. Now you get to see that the real issue here is not the balancing forces of the universe, it's the way you feel about the activity. It's the importance that you place on that. And the importance that you place on those things makes you anxious. It makes you stressed out. It makes you nervous. It makes you feel all these types of ways that aren't advantageous to your success in your undertaking. The more stressed out you are in your exam, the more stressed out you are building your business, the more stressed out you are talking to your crush, the less likely you will be to get your desired result. Because you'll be lacking focus in your exam. You'll be putting an energy of lack and of need and of attachment into your business. And your crush, it's the same. She won't want to go out with you if the guy in front of her is this nervous little squirrel. She'll want to talk to a guy who's chill, whose life doesn't depend on her. Because otherwise it would make her relationship with you transactional, because you would only be together with her to get this feeling of your life is in order. Feeling this importance is making you further away from them, because the obstacles that you face on the way to them are just more numerous. You'll have to fight your way more through, and the more you'll fight your way through, the more you'll hold it for important, because, oh my God, I've fought myself so much through now. I'm desperately gonna have to get it. I'm gonna have to do even more, even better. Or the alternative is you'll be so afraid of all of this importance, you'll see how difficult it is, it'll be so far away for you to fulfill your dreams that you won't even try. So you have this overworking, burnt outness that might not even get you to your goal, because you're just fighting your own demons at this point. And I have a good example for that. Or you'll be not attempting it at all and just giving up on your dreams because, oh my God, they're so important and so difficult to attain. The third way is to decrease your importance and to just get after it in a relaxed way and to see yourself succeeding in it way more easily. The example that I have is actually with filming in public. So filming in public is this huge thing for me because I somehow can't manage to feel relaxed when I film in public. And because this is such a big fear within me of triggering other people with me filming my content, pursuing my dreams, being creative while this is just my projection, while I feel like they're not, and they'll get triggered and feel insecure for themselves not following their dreams. I know that it doesn't make a lot of sense, but this is just how it feels very deeply within me. And with this importance that I've placed on filming in public, I was like, okay, fuck, I'm just gonna conquer this fear. I'm gonna film every day in public at university. Now you see that the problem was me placing too much importance on that. If I would have placed so much importance on filming in public, I would have just sat down, filmed my video for 5 minutes, had some people hear me, but whatever, and then I'd be done. But instead, I was nervous, I was bathing in this anxiety, procrastinating, made even bad content in the end because I was so distracted that, yeah, it wasn't worth it. I invested and wasted, and that's the key point, wasted so much energy on this mental stuff instead of just doing it. I overcame it a little bit, but I'm still far from being free filming in public. And that's the key that I want to tell you today. There are a lot of things that you place a lot of importance on, that everyone places a lot of importance on. And yeah, in a way those things deserve some level of importance, but not as much as you place on those things. They don't deserve that. And in fact, you're not doing them justice by placing so much importance on them. The girl of your dreams doesn't want you to place so much importance on her. She wants to be cherished and valued, yes, but not held on a pedestal. That's not how relationships work. And the same way, that's not how a relationship to your university degree, to your business, to making money, to whatever works. And it's easier said than done to place less importance on the things. But there's one very important thing to remember when you notice yourself placing a lot of importance on achieving something. The amount of importance that you place on something correlates very similarly to the amount that you feel your value depends on something. The more you feel like your value depends on something, the more trouble you will have doing that thing. Because this importance, this feeling of your value depending on those things, will make you anxious, it'll make you nervous, it'll make you rigid, it'll make you cringe, it'll make you unhappy, it'll even make you hate that. Because that's also an important point. The more importance you hold on something, and the more struggle you experience with that, consequentially to placing so much importance on those things, the more you'll hate it. And also, your nervous system and your body and your subconscious will kind of start hating it as well, and hating you too. And you'll feel uncomfortable with those things because you'll have experienced so much discomfort relating to chasing what you want and not achieving what you want entirely, or always feeling like you're so much at stake, always feeling like so much of your value is at stake, like you're 100 meters above in the sky. That'll make you burn out. And that'll make you hate that task and eventually want to stop, not realizing that it's not the task that's the problem, it's the way you approached it. And that's how many people get a burnout. They burn out because they placed so much importance on something, started hating it, feeling like their value is so attached to that, being so identified with their goals and dreams and outcomes that it would get in their way. They wouldn't be free in chasing their dreams. They wouldn't be free in what was once the way to freedom, making money, having girlfriends, having a business, getting good grades, suddenly became this trapping, claustrophobic, scary, huge thing. But it's very, very, very valuable to remind yourself that your life doesn't depend on those things, that you can approach them lightheartedly, that building a business takes effort, that getting good grades takes effort, that talking to girls takes courage, but that it's worth it, and that it's not that serious. Maybe that's the big deal. Maybe that's like the key takeaway of this video. Life's not that serious, and we just place way too much importance on it. I hope this helped. Thanks for watching, and see you in the next video.